Hey guys, this is Taz here from As Flesh Decays, and you're watching Metal-O-Mania with Crypt and Scully.
Hey, this is Pat from Pizza Death, and you're watching Metal-O-Mania with this Crypt and Scully.
It's hump day. Are you ready for your weekly dose of demon jizz? Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro. Let's do this. Come on.
Shining have to go pee.
Oh, there you go, Metal-O-Maniax. A fucking bunch of badassery to start the show right there with some Creator, man. I've literally been a fan of Creator for as long as I've been a metalhead. Well, I know I'm telling everybody how old I am there, but fuck yeah, man, Creator rules. And Jeremy, what's up, brother?
Hey, man, how's it going?
Fucking better, man. I'm super excited to be catching up with you, man. That Creator jam's pretty kick-ass, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was awesome. I've been a big fan of them for a long time.
Well, I'm a big fan of them for a long time, and I'm a fan of you, brother. So I appreciate you coming out to hang out with us on the show tonight.
So glad you could make it.
And not to be overlooked, of course.
Thank you for having us.
Everybody who's tuning in, we will be joined later in the show by my buddy Zach from Morbid Cross, who's bringing a new jam. We got Jeremy here right now bringing a new jam, and we're going to talk to Vera Lee later in the show a little bit. So it's going to be a night full of many awesome fucking guests, man, starting with you. But for those who don't know, brother, let them know who you are, my friend.
I'm Jeremy Amack with the band Repent out of Casper, Wyoming.
Fuck yeah. And I believe, this is your second and or maybe third trip onto the show, man. So we go back a little bit with you, man. We got history.
I think it's our second.
Awesome. That's good shit, man. Well, welcome back to the program, my friend.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
And I understand you're bearing good news with your return, right? You guys are just on the precipice of a release and all that shit, man. Catch me up on what's going on in the world of the band Repent.
Blood Boils Red is finally ready. I wrote it March 29th of 2016, and this Friday, August 5th, it hits the world.
Congratulations. You finally did it.
This will air a couple days after that, so it will have just come out by the time we play it. But tell me a little bit about it, man. Tell me what it took to bring this out into the universe.
Well, it still counts. So
yeah,
even though it's a couple days late, it still counts. You're on the big list. It's a good song, man. I wrote it 6 years ago. It's got some driving riffs to it. There's some good rhythm to it. It's a song about revenge and a person's last breath, and pretty much the day you die. So it's some good material.
Good. That's good to hear.
Oh man,
it's actually my favorite song that I've ever written.
As I get old, man, I think more and more about that shit. So yeah, my blood boils red just thinking about the shit. But but tell me more about that. Now, is this going to be a part of a full-length release at some point? Tell me a bit about what we're going to be looking forward to from you guys over the next few months.
We had this song recorded along with the other ones. You helped debut War a long time ago, a couple years back, maybe a year ago, and we threw all of that in the trash and recorded everything else over again, better, and sent it to the same studio, the Blasting Room in Fort Collins, Colorado, and they also did Rise Against album. So we're in good company with that, and we sent it to them. They mixed and mastered it. And we've got the first single back. They're mastering the EP now. There's 6 songs on it. War will be redone. War was completely redone.
Whoa.
And
War was my first song.
We're excited.
That was my introduction to you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, we threw that in the trash and made it better.
Well, fuck, that's exciting to hear because I was a fan of the old version of it, man. So well, that's cool. So then you guys are going to basically put this together and release it to the world in its updated form at some point. Is that correct?
Yes.
Count on it.
Awesome.
Yes. We spent a lot of money getting the Blasting Room to redo all the mixing and mastering for us, and it was worth it. So everything was, with the example of Blood Boils Red, it finally sounds like it did in my head 6 years ago when I was writing the lyrics to it.
That's how I like it.
I'm very happy about it.
And then hopefully, are you going to be guys going to be able to hit the road a little bit, man? I know I'm always curious when I talk to people in different locations, man, because I know that we've talked in the past about it being a kind of a drive for you guys to be able to really do that, man. So what is your situation when it comes to being able to get on stage and support this?
We are about to announce a tour coming up in early September. We're building the flyer for it now, the big one. And it's going from Montana all the way to Seattle and Oregon, and Portland, Seattle, Spokane, Billings, not Billings, Butte, and Missoula are some of the big cities on that. And there's some kick-ass shows too. We had a booking agent put this all together. Shout out to Ed, Aaron, Camacho, and Torres, my dude, and he put us on some big shows and with some big bands. Pretty much all the premier Seattle bands, we're playing with them.
Well
Yeah.
deserved, brother. Well deserved, man. Well, and as a fan of the music
Thank
and the retooled music and what you've sent me to be able to check out and listen to, and for those out there following along, we're gonna play jam here for you in just a minute from these cats, man. But dude, the ferocity is there, man. You nailed it when you said ferocious and riffs. When you say the words ferocious and riffs together, for me, I'm in. You know, that's what it takes. You know, those are my code words that kind of get me. You know, last time we talked, we did have some of the other guys in the band who we weren't able to pull in this time, but give them some love, man. Tell everybody who the rest of the people are that make up the band Repent with you, brother.
Yeah, you caught us on a Tuesday morning when we were all at work, and we got me, of course, and then Sean, our lead singer, who's printing T-shirts right now at his job. Joe Rodriguez, who is our bass player, and he was in bed actually when I left for work this morning because he worked overnight at the gas station that he runs.
Fuck yeah.
And Dominic, he's the manager at AutoZone. He's at work today, and he's our drummer. And Steve is framing houses up on the mountain. So he's our guitar player. So yeah.
Everybody putting in the work, baby. Putting in the work, man. That's right.
Everybody putting in the work. And then I go home and put in about 8 hours of work until midnight on band stuff.
Speaking of band stuff, man, when people hear this song and they hear the revamped stuff and they're going to want to be on top of how to get it, man, what's the best way to make sure they're on top of it? What's the best way to make sure we don't miss the EP when it's released, man? Everybody should be tuned into your social media.
Yeah, we're on all the social media accounts. Pretty much anything you can think of, we're on it. And if you go to our band page, we have a pre-save link for DistroKid. If they hit that link, they can pre-save the song and the album. When we get that, they can pre-save all that, and it'll automatically load to their favorite listening platform.
I'm going to be pestering you now that this is coming out, man. I'm going to be talking to you about, you know, where we need a video. We need some things to, you know, support this thing, man. That nowadays you can just do some computer magic and make a kick-ass video. So we'll see. I'll slap something together even for us tonight and see what we can pull together.
It's going to be cool as shit.
What are you most excited about as you look forward over the next few months, man? Now that we're kind of looking COVID in the rearview mirror, hopefully, what is it that are you looking forward to the most going forward?
Probably Friday, August 5th. We have the song release, and we're playing with Buck Cherry that night.
Oh, awesome. Fuck yeah. Right there locally?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Good shit.
That's a pretty good show for us.
And that's going to be the release of the jam and the precursor for what will be the EP. Do you know what the date is on the EP at this point, or is that still kind of?
We haven't got the whole thing back from mastering yet, which is okay.
Yeah, right on.
So let them take their time on it, do a good job. We'll worry about that later.
Well, yeah, that's right. You guys got a merch set up yet?
That's on its way as well. We have been busy building that merch store. There's over 200 items on it right now. Anything from tennis shoes to T-shirts to hoodies. I mean, clocks, car seat covers. I mean, when we get the album back, we will release that and the merch store at the same time, and everything will go all at once. And there's so many things on that merch store. It's crazy. It's crazy. We keep designing stuff, and we're just waiting on the album, and we'll put the merch store out at the same time.
That's kick-ass, man. That is kick-ass, man. Well, dude, it's no secret to our Metal-O-Maniacs out there, and hell, at this point, it can't be a secret to you, but I'm a fan of this band. I'm a fan of you, brother. I'm a fan of what you guys do, man. I appreciate you bringing the jam by for us to check it out and play for everybody.
Thank you so much, Jeremy.
Thank you, sir. We love you, buddy. We appreciate you.
I love you back, my friend, man. Well, and again, you know, I'll be bugging you, so come back on and hang out with me again sometime in the near future, sir.
That sounds good. Tell Vera I said hi.
I definitely will. We're going to be talking to her in just a little bit, my friend. I promise. I'll open my conversation with it, in fact.
She's so awesome, man. We love her.
Vera rocks, man. I love Vera. Yeah. And for those following along at home, get into our archives. Vera co-hosted 2 shows with us recently where we talked serial killers and metal and all kinds of good stuff. It was a lot of fun.
Nice.
You know, who is this person and who could possibly commit these things? Who could possibly be that person who would commit such an atrocity, who would be willing to pull one of the most heinous acts that we as a herd species could commit, which is killing one of our own. We need one another.
She's definitely qualified to talk about that stuff.
Well, yeah, I told her to come on tonight with no agenda. We'll just shoot from the hip and see what we come up with. So that'll be
Right
good.
on.
I love it. I love it. Well, I'll tell you what, man. Let's play this jam for everybody. In fact, let's set up 3 jams in a row for everybody, and then we'll bring in my buddy Zach from Morbid Cross before we talk to Vera later in the show. But we open up the show with some Creator. Don't forget to pick up the new release from them. And then we're going to go right now with some Dark Divinity. Dark Divinity is a badass band. They got this Left 4 Dead single we're going to play for everybody for you. You are welcome. Right behind that, we just had Jeremy come on from Inhuman Condition and Venom Inc. He was a guest a couple of weeks ago. They got this brand new video that they just released from the Fear Sick. If you guys don't have Fear Sick yet, it's so very good, man. In fact, make sure you get all the different versions because each version has a different cover that they did at the end, man. Like I just recently got the one with the Whiplash Metallica cover. Very badass. But we're going to play the Mold Testament video from that right now. And then behind that, let's play some Morbid Cross, man. But we're going to open all that up with the band Repent, man. Blood boils, baby. Let's do this thing. What do you think?
Nice.
Hey, Jeremy.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Thanks for coming by, man. Much love to you, sir.
Thank you so much, man. We love you, bud.
We'll talk again.
Jeremy tried to seduce me.
This is Joseph with the band Repent, and you're watching Metal-O-Mania.
Drowning out the voice.
hole in your neck until I puke blood.
All it takes to be great is commitment and sacrifice, which is what metal's all about. Or maybe it's about power, or sticking it to the man, or denim, or motorcycles, or speed, or the devil. All I have to do is...
Play something heavy, man.
Okay.
Do not stop till y'all find me a dead city whore. Oh, no, you don't.
Hey, this is Jeremy Kling from Inhuman Condition and Venom Inc., and you are watching Metal-O-Mania with the crew.
Let's go.
I'm gonna get you a dick sucker for Christmas so I don't have to do it no more.
Different. And now for something completely different.
Well, there you go. Metal-O-Maniax, the badassery continues here on Metal-O-Mania. In fact, I'm super fucking excited for this one, man. Welcome back, my brother Zach, dude. I've missed you. I've missed you, sir.
What's up, bud? Missed you too, man. Missed you too.
Ah, dude, you're making my day, man. You're making my day. For everybody who doesn't know, and I'm sure they already do, my brother Zach. Well, you know, you tell them who you are. I was going to tell them, but you tell them. They already know. But tell them
I'm Zach Marcus. I'm the lead vocalist of Morbid Cross, man.
And a near and dear friend to Metal-O-Mania, man. And we, you know, you and I were just discussing right before we kicked this thing off. We're talking again on the show almost exactly 3 years after we first spoke.
Nuts.
So.
Fucking nuts.
Welcome back, my friend.
Good to be back, man.
Well, and you bring with you not just that PBR, but you bring with you a fucking ferocious new release, dude. Just in time. It came out in spring, just in time for a kick-ass summer. And I'm going to tell you, man, Ungodly Infestation has literally been stapled to the soundtrack of our lives this year, brother. So fucking thank you for that.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Hey, you know, the last album you said, you know, was the album of the apocalypse. Now this is stable to your lives, you know, like this is cool. It works out.
Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. An integral part of the soundtrack to my life, man. Well, catch us up, man. How you been the last couple of years, sir?
I've been doing good, man. Been doing good. You know, new roof over the head, you know, just fucking since shows started, what? 2 years ago.
They started sprinkling in then, yeah.
It's been fucking awesome. We've been playing shows left and right. We've got 3 shows this weekend. We got 1 in Delaware. We've got 2 in PA. So it's rad, man.
Fuck yes, dude, man. You guys don't do much that I miss, man. I'm on top of it. So I've been following that you guys have gotten extremely busy again, man, and that's exciting. Not only is Ungodly Infestation, which we'll get to in a second, a ridiculously kick-ass release, but man, I gotta feel like this live is just silly.
It's been fun, man. It's been really cool. I mean, people seem to really gravitate towards the new songs, especially the Opus track Prized Possession. People really gravitate towards that one a lot, and that's my favorite track personally to play. Yes, it's long, but like it's so fun, and there's so much to do in that song that it feels like 3 songs in one.
Well, and it encompasses the band, in my opinion, if you will, man. It gives that full flavor of what Morbid Cross brings to the table, sir.
Yeah, I'm Insanity of the last track, and that was that. It's the same kind of deal. Like, we do love those fucking Opus fucking songs, you know, but we didn't want this song to be an ender. We were just like, let's put it smack dab in the middle of this record, throw people off.
Fuck yeah. Well, we're all prized or fized possessions of yours now, brother.
Prized possession. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And dude, I would be remiss in my duties. I've had literally several metalheads, as we've told them that we're going to be talking and catching up, that have said, dude, tell them that the fucking album art on this one is sick, dude. It's silly. I personally think all of them are, but dude, yeah, it's fucking crushing art, dude. I love it.
Yeah. Again, thank you to Timothy Shagrat. Fucking did it again for us, man. Just like Disciples, he did it again.
Did it again, brother. Fuck yeah. Did it again. Home run, knocked it out of the park. Well, and let's talk a little bit about the record itself, man. It has been out for a month or so now, man. The feedback's got to be starting to come in. Well, you know what's funny? We bought a copy. We went to, you know, you guys' website, bought a hard copy. You know, we've talked in the past about my love and affinity for hard copies.
Right.
And then recently I got a fucking Metalhead box and I got another copy, brother. So I'm doubled in.
So I don't know. I don't know exactly. I'm going to paraphrase here. I think Metalhead Box, the company, hit us up like, hey, saw you guys had a new album, would you want to have us like redo it in like a nice CD or whatever, and then like we give it to the kids? I'm like, hell fucking yeah, because you know how bad I grew up collecting comic books and shit like that, and then like I know like you know for your pets you can get like a mystery box of toys and stuff like that. Dude, if I was fucking like 13 getting a mystery box every month of just metal, forget about it, dude. That'd be awesome. So I was like, hell yeah, as a fan, like, fuck yeah, let's do that.
Hell yes, dude. I love the Metalhead box. Hats off to them, in fact. I love what they do over there, man. I think it's an awesome thing.
Yeah, they made a really nice fucking copy. Here, actually, fucking, I have it right here.
Yeah, the PG version of the album art.
Yeah, you know,
I have both album art covers
now.
now.
It's a nice fucking case. Like, it's really cool. Like, the back looks sick, It's rad. It's really cool. I'm really stoked on this.
Me too, brother. Me too. Hats off to them. Well, and hats off to you guys. And to the album specifically. Dude, I don't know how you knew it, but Exciter is one of my favorite Judas Priest songs of all time, too,
so, that's the thing. So, like, we've heard a couple of different things about that cover. We've heard great praise about it, and then we've heard like they didn't have to, but I can respect it. Or like I've heard one or two like like why would you even try to touch that? It's like, well, whatever.
Yeah,
it's like fuck it, dude.
Because we love it,
like,
and fuck you for
all of us collectively. I can say for all of us, we're all huge fans of Priest, especially like for me personally, I'm 70s Priest. Like I fucking love 70s Priest all the way. Stained Class is probably my favorite record of all time.
Oh.
And it was a toss up. We were gonna do Exciter or Saints in Hell. Or we were possibly thinking of the fuck's the ballad on there? Beyond the Realms of Death.
Oh, amazing fucking song.
Which would have been like, that would have been really different for us if we tried that. Because I would have had to try to sing, and it's like, oh, we'll see how that goes. But no, we all settled on Exciter. It's a fun fucking song. In fact, fun fact, in the studio, our guitar player, like, we were like literally listening to the solo in the studio, like on the huge monitors. He was trying to get it down like exact. And I think he fucking nailed it for sure.
Oh, smoked it, man. Smoked it. I'm a huge Priest guy too, man. Sad Wings of Destiny might be my favorite album of all time.
Sad Wings is a great record as well, for sure.
Fuck yeah. Good shit, man. Well, dude, this is 45 minutes of just punch you in the face badassery, man. The timing of it couldn't be more perfect, in my opinion. I've been predicting that this wave of metal was going to hit as the result of everybody being indoors for COVID, man. And dude, I watch the wave come, I look way up there on the peak, on the crest of that butter, and there you are, man. There's Zach fucking hanging off the top of that bitch, like, here we come, motherfucker. And dude, I love you for that shit. It's beautiful.
Dude, the amount of fucking bands who have gotten back together because of this, like fucking Violence and shit like that, you know, huge fan. Yeah, exactly. Huge praise.
Yeah, man.
Why do you think one of the reasons I sound so maniacal on our music is because of fucking Sean Killian for sure? I actually just saw them not too long ago. Fucking insane. It was awesome. But
highlight for us was talking to him.
Back together.
Yeah,
so many bands are you know, after a long hiatus, even before COVID, are like, okay, we need to make music now. You know, like we need to do it now. You know, and I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
Yeah, and how many guys are in like 3
come
bands
out since? You know, like, oh my god.
I love it. I love it. I'll take the tidal wave, man. Yeah. I literally sit in this chair that I'm talking to you in right now, and I fucking gobble it all up, man.
Oh yeah, same here, man. Same here.
Good stuff, brother. Good stuff.
I'm constantly looking for new shit, constantly finding new shit. Like, I love it, man.
Fuck me too, brother. Well, and we're gonna play the video for that you guys. But how much fun was that making the video, man?
Okay, it was great, but god damn, it was cold as fuck. Jesus Christ, it was freezing. So the house that is filmed in is across the street from our bass player's house, and it's abandoned.
In Jersey, right? In Jersey.
In Jersey, yeah.
Right on.
It's abandoned, and his parents bought the house. They were gonna fix it up, never did. So we were just like, okay, it's time for a new music video. What the hell can we do this time? Because we can't do another fucking party video, you know? I mean, we could, but that's a little monotonous. So we were just like, all right, what can we do? Oh, let's go across the street. Fucking do the video there. Fucking freezing. There's no heat. Fucking, oh, it was fucking freezing, but it was great. It was awesome. So stoked. We filmed for like, God, I don't even know. Like, we filmed for hours. Like, it was a long time. Like, we just did reshoots and reshoots and reshoots. It was just like, all right, well, this is music video. So, but it came out amazing. By far surpasses Cease to Exist, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Well,
I love this new video. I personally can't even stop watching it. Like, I find myself watching it from time to time. I'm just like, damn, I fucking love this video. Yeah,
I do. I mean, now Cease has a place in my heart that will never go away.
Understandably,
right,
understandably so.
For sure. But you're right. This is a phenomenal video, though.
I love it. I think I just love it because it's just like, you know, it's just us. It's totally just us, and there's kind of a concept, you know, like spooky house, Evil Dead shit, like, you know, happening, you know, like it's just fucking metal, you know.
Well, and apparently an undertonement of ball stuck to the leg freezing. So that, you know.
Yes, that too. Yes.
You gotta also enjoy that aspect. So people keep that in mind when you're watching this video, that they're fucking, you know, in a refrigerator.
And also, I think why I love this new album, and I love the video. We stepped it up. I'll say this personally for myself, and I think for the rest of us, we stepped it up. We tried really hard to step it the fuck up this time, especially me. Like, you hear those screams on Serpent's Tongue, dude. goddamn, like, dude, the headaches I had after those types of screams, I was like, dude, what the fuck am I doing? And then the finished product comes on. I'm like, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm fucking stepping up the bar. That's what I'm doing. You know.
I'm glad you mentioned that actually, because vocally it is an advancement from. It is a little. It's the next step. Clearly, man. Tell me about that. Obviously that was something you worked on and did on purpose, I would say. So what?
Absolutely. I mean, we all worked on stepping it up a notch or two or three. I don't even know, but you know, it came naturally, and also it was definitely like in our minds to like, yeah, we need to set the bar a bit higher, and then the next time we're going to set the bar higher, and so on and so forth and so on and so forth. You know, like that's just how it is. As you are as a young band or whatever, you know, like newly fresh band. You know, we're only on our second album, so like we're gonna step it up. You know, we're just gonna keep going for it. You know.
Fuck yeah. Well, honestly, I should kick myself in the dick for it being this late in the interview before I ask you this, but do give some love to the rest of the cats that make up Morbid Cross with you, brother, if you don't mind.
Alex Gibbs on bass, Stephen James on guitar, David Kalunich on drums. They all fucking just nailed it right out of the park. You know, like these songs fucking, I listen to this album, and I do personally like listen to this album. Like I do. I'm just very proud of it. I'm a proud dad right now.
Well,
you know, I listen to them, just like, God damn. And then like we're playing live, I'm just like, you know, I'll hear, you know, throughout a set list, it's like, okay, ungodly songs and then disciple songs. And it's just like, dude, the level is just it's so high on these new songs. It's ridiculous. Even just little things in the way our guitar player plays the guitar on certain songs, just like, man, what the fuck? Like, where the fuck did he even come up with that? You know, kind of deal. Especially, I have to give a shout out again to Prized Possession. The solo from Stove. Like, oh my God, the solo section, dude, what is something totally different and out of our ballpark. But I was there when he did it, and it was just like, dude, you're not re-recording that. That was literally perfect. Like this just bluesy solo over miss all this like doom metal and thrash and death metal. I was like, holy shit, dude, like we're like fucking doing something different here. Like this is fucking nuts, you know? Like,
dude, I love that song. You have me tempted to play that song. I'm playing the video, but god damn it, anyone out there, please pick up this album so you don't miss this song.
Yeah,
because it is
it's 9 minutes, but it doesn't even feel like it. Honestly, it doesn't even feel like, and it feels like it was like 3 songs in one. So
right, honestly, I love most of my doom stuff, but some of the 13-14 minute songs by 10 minutes in, you're like, okay already, but no,
right,
this doesn't feel like a 9 minute song at all. Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in connection with the progression from the first, for me it's difficult because I do love Disciple so much. I'm such a huge, you know, that was my introduction to you guys.
That's my firstborn.
Yeah, fuck yeah. So I certainly don't mean to shit on that, but you can see what I've heard referred to, I guess, as the progression of passion, if you will, man.
Yes.
What do you think? Exactly that?
Exactly that. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Absolutely. Okay. I mean, you know,
very clear.
We've spent more time, you know, when we hang out and we're shooting pool and drinking beers and shit, we're listening to like blues and jazz and stuff like that, you know, and like 70s shit.
And seeds are being stuck in the head right then.
Yeah. And then, you know, when we're all hanging out at each other's houses, we're blasting like hardcore music, like fucking, I don't know, fucking, shit. I can't even think of anything right now. We're blasting hardcore music, we're blasting death metal, we're blasting doom
more
metal,
seeds,
sludge metal, thrash, you know, everything. And then we're also listening to like fucking like Marvin Gaye and shit like that, and like fucking, you know, all this different shit, you know, like we're and black metal too, like we're listening to black metal, like the new fucking Darkthrone album, fucking sick, by the way. Fucking, we like it all, man. We love it all, you know. So like the last album we were putting everything on our sleeve into that record, and then this time, you know, it's been a few years, so it's like we're really putting everything we're listening to on our sleeve, and that's what we're gonna do with the next record, you know, like whatever is coming out at the in between records and everything like that. we're gonna fucking put those influences on our sleeve as well. Like that's just how it goes. That's how it goes. And we don't want to hide our influences, you know, like, and I feel we know at this point how to make it work, how to make it mesh into where we're not losing our sound. We still sound like a thrash death metal band, but also incorporating hardcore and sludge and et cetera, you know?
There's a fearlessness to that, man, that honestly draws me even deeper into the band as a fan. There's, you know, a fearlessness and an approach that I'm not afraid to incorporate this, that, and the other. I'm going to fucking stick this riff in your face, and then I'm going to punch you in the fucking right hand with this bluesy piece, man. And I've enjoyed the fuck out of this record from start to finish, man. So please, yeah, well, keep bringing it. Keep bringing it, brother.
No, I mean, we plan to. We definitely plan to, for sure.
Well, and after we play this video, everybody out there is going to say, I need a copy of my own. Fucking The Crypt has 2. So how do I get mine, man? With all the good, dirty artwork on the front of it. How do I get that one?
Right now, I mean, if you personally message us, we'll send you a copy. If you bother us enough, we'll send you a copy. But right now, technically, all we're doing is selling them at shows, just to get it right to the hands of people. You know, if they want, and you know, usually 9 times out of 10, someone wants us to sign something and stuff like that. So it's really cool. So it's like, you know, you're getting it right there in your face, and we're running low on copies. We've been selling a lot. Like, we've been playing so many shows. We're running out of T-shirts. We're running out of
beautiful
CDs. We're running out of everything right now. Honestly, we've been selling so much merch.
I'm super happy to hear that, man.
Yeah, it's kind of fucking nuts to me, honestly.
Deservedly so, my friend. Well, hopefully you're on a bill that I can make it to soon, man.
Yes.
I promise you, it's on my bucket list. It's on my to-do list, sir, for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, but the beer you drink next to me is on me, sir. I count on it.
Oh fuck yeah, man.
Well, fuck it. What do you say? You want to play everybody this jam then?
Let's do it, man.
Fuck yeah, Zach. I count you as Metal-O-Mania family, and proudly so, man. And dude, a fan of the band and of you, sir, for real.
Thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you for hanging out.
Of course, anytime. Hey, this is Zach Marcus from Morbid Cross, and you're watching Metal-O-Mania with The Crypt and Scully.
That was awesome.
Well, I fucking love Zach from Morbid Cross for returning to the show. What a badass dude and a badass band. And that new release, Ungodly Infestation, must own, people, must own. Thank you, Zach, for coming by. And thank you, Jeremy from the band Repent, for coming by earlier. And thank you, Vera, for coming by right now. What's up, Vera? How are you?
Good, how are you? Thanks for having me back.
So glad. You know, I was just looking on our calendar. It feels like a long time, but as far as with vacations and everything, it was only 10 episodes ago. So let's make a regular thing of it. What do you say?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I was happy to come back. I was excited, you know, was antsy to come back. So
super glad to have you. And you, of course, last time we covered the serial killer ground. We talked a lot of serial killers.
You guys doing a page on serial killers or something?
And that was a lot of fun. Thank you for that. Well, tonight I have no agenda for you. I just thought we'd come on and bullshit a little bit, talk metal, as I did with Jeremy earlier and Zach. And I know that you have some things coming up. We're going to close with some Goat Whore later in the show, and I know you have a show for them coming up. And I thought we would talk about that, some of the things that you got on your upcoming calendar even.
Absolutely. So yeah, the Goat Horse show, it's going to be at 1720 and right out downtown LA, August 19th.
I'm jealous. I want to be at that.
I'm excited for that one. That's a great venue, 1720. It's got the warehouse, it's organized, you know. It has the space, it has the pit. And what I seem to come across to get it again is the metal venue has a nice pole in the middle of the floor. So we got all the room here.
Well, that'll push a circle pit, won't it? You put a pole in the middle of the floor and it almost demands a circle pit. So
oh god, there's countless venues with that middle middle pole that you get someone who has to kind of do the goalie blocking to keep heads from, you know. It's
at Maryland Death Fest, there one of the stages literally was set up right in front of a big telephone pole. So I was like, what the fuck? People were moshing and running into it and shit. It was great. It was awesome.
And those have no give and a lot of nails in them. So.
Right, coming back with backwards staples in your forehead and shit. You know, what the fuck?
Right, that's battle wounds. It's for the metal.
Oh, man. Well, you know, we're talking in the dog days of summer and hopefully at the tail end of being stuck inside. And this has been kind of our summer of return in a lot of ways. What have you been doing? Tell me how much fun you've been having so far.
Oh, lots of shows. I started working as a talent buyer for Pinup Productions, which is part of the Goat Horror show. I've seen quite a bit in that crew. They work across California and just super thrilled to be part of the team and see how they operate. It's a very cohesive unit. The different shows that I've seen come through in LA and having the opportunity to work in the metal shows in LA, it's just been wonderful. I've been really quiet lately. I'm sure people have noticed I'm working on two things. One is a book. Stay tuned on the book. It's music business related. Two is workshops that I want to start offering out to musicians, and they're going to focus on building album releases. How to effectively release an album, how to make your music work for you. As everything else I do, it'll be affordable. I'm going to try and make it available online, I'm working on right now providing the resources to everybody that sorry for my death clock ringtone there.
No worries. I love it.
Silence your cell phones, you guys. It's rude. Trying to provide these workshops out to musicians, and you hopefully try and get it on the road out to everyone's neighborhoods. So kind of provide the tools to you guys to know how to release your albums, make sure you're getting the right audience, or like I say, make your music work for you.
Help me help you.
I talk to a lot of bands these days that they got it down as far as the riffs. They got it down as far as the recording. They got it down as far as, but then when I say, well, what are you doing to get it out to the world? They're like, I have no fucking idea. You know what I mean?
However the fuck I'm supposed to do that, I have no clue.
With any team, a band is like a weird marriage, like any marriage, any relationship. You need the strengths and weaknesses. Part of it is we discuss really looking at your assets as far as what you already have, merchandise, music-wise, videos, reviews, but also the assets within your team, your band. It's incredible how often I'll have a meeting with a group and mention to one of them, hey, we need someone who's really good at graphic design. And someone will go, oh, yeah, I know how to use Illustrator. And they've never told the band this. Never told forward. Or they're an aspiring writer. They're great with photography. They love to do video editing. They got an aunt who works in radio. I mean, there's always something that I like to help figure out how to make it cheap as free. How can we like grassroots this as an independent business, a small business?
I'm a small business owner.
And have your return financially be maximized. Yeah, I try to get bands to think of their band as a business. I'll call it like, let's talk about the dry cleaning business. What I mean by that is sometimes you have to take the creative out and look at the numbers, but the numbers allow you to get that creative and get it in front of the right audience. So
true. Yeah. The pragmatic approach. When that's such an important part for so many bands, because let's be honest, there's a very different brain approach to the world with your creative types and your numbers types, you know what I mean? So
absolutely.
Very often the bands and the artists themselves are completely clueless as far as that plug in the number type of approach, whereas they need that.
I'll take a look at the numbers and we'll talk.
Oh yeah, they'll wind up having one member who's just like the accounting guy, you know, who's like great with these numbers and has never really spoken up, or they haven't put together that, oh crap, that skill that I developed in the past is helpful here.
Is a tool, yeah.
There's a lot of things that musicians forget. They may forget this, but there's a lot of things that you're developing as a musician that translate out to the business world in its entirety. You are a small business owner.
Right.
Small businesses make % of businesses in the U.S. and you're one of those. So those skills, once you kind of tap into them, it helps it make it so it might not be about the money, but yeah, I don't promise bands they're going to make it big. But what I tell them is, we'll try to get your numbers back in the black. At least cut even, man. At least make it so that you're not out of pocket for the gas to shows.
Right.
Maybe the merchandise starts paying for itself, you know?
Well, and even regardless of the overall financials of it, it's your brand. You know what I mean? The moment you put that name of your band together, that's your brand at that point. And I gotta believe, with all the creative time you've put behind it, that's something you want to harness. That's something you want to cherish even. So.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's my other business tagline is banding is branding, you know, especially in metal.
Exactly.
You are branding. It's a lot of merchandise sales. You also need to know how to provide merchandise that your audience wants, or you're going to be a failed business. Say if you have a soft serve business and you only have flavors that are absolutely nasty, then it might not be an effective business. You know, you're not providing the ice cream, the soft serve that people want to eat.
Right.
You're not going to stay open very long. Or the other end too, like you said, kind of developing your brand. What is that? What does that mean to you? That's your Nike swoosh. That's your, how do people feel about Coca-Cola? How do people feel about your logo and the brand, the music, and what it is that you present to your audience?
I like her. She talks about things.
So anyway, that's my big nerdy spiel on trying to help musicians kind of think a little bit more as small business owners as well as creatives, so then they have the ability to maintain a career or attract the people they want to attract in order to continue maintaining a career.
I think if I really want to do this for a living, there's no one I could learn from more than you.
And to help them navigate this shit, let's be honest, if you're going to try to maintain this in any semblance of something you're going to try to make a buck off of, and maybe even eventually, hopefully do for a living. I mean, most musicians hope to eventually attain that status where they're just on the road and doing the thing. And in an ever-changing world, let's be honest, the days of making $1 million off of CD sales are very likely gone forever. So now you're talking merch, you're talking ticket sales, you're talking more important than ever to reach that exclusive audience that exists for your product.
Absolutely.
Very important.
And my mean way of putting it, I could right now throw one rock and probably hit 2 musicians.
Oh yeah, right. No question.
So you need to set yourself out to your audience and allow them to find you. There's people who want to connect with your music, but we on the internet have access to literally millions of songs.
Right.
And especially after the pandemic, everyone kind of rushed and got at-home recording equipment. Now we have even more music available online from the most amateur level all the way up. It's a beautiful, beautiful world that we're in, that we have that opportunity. But it could also make it difficult to reach the right audience. Excuse me.
More easy than ever to fall through the cracks as a part of it as well, for sure.
Oh yeah. And just making sure too, someone's looking out, man. There's too many people taking advantage of musicians. I see small bands as like members of our underserved community You know, they get forgotten. People think musicians, they think, you know, Beyonce, she makes millions of dollars. Why do you think they need help? And it's like, well, no, but just like 80% of the US small businesses, vast majority of the music industry is small businesses, and not a lot of people advocating for y'all.
You nailed it. There's a lot of people taking full-on advantage of musicians. Along those lines, even you and I were talking kind of pre-recording a little bit about over the last year since COVID kind of broke and bands have hit the road again. There is an unending series of robberies to the bands. What the fuck is happening with that shit? People breaking into bands and vans and stealing their guitar. I see Buckethead just had and honestly, that's heartbreaking because I read that entire story. Some of those guitars were given to him by people who aren't even here anymore, man. That's fucking, you can't replace that shit.
An incredibly long, vast, and interesting career. A man that cherishes his career. He's always shown to be very respectful of himself, of his audience. I can't think of any bit of controversy.
No.
There's something to respect about him being so anonymous, whatever the reasonings are behind that. Beyond the
innovative as hell, right?
And absolutely. I mean, he recorded the Mortal Kombat
Yeah,
song.
right.
Yeah. But yeah, that, I mean, like,
Which
God,
I still, every time I hear it, that still charges me up. So that's effective shit.
Right, and it makes sense because the what is it, Cobra's head off of Buckethead Land 2. It's it's the Mortal Kombat song.
Oh my God, she's right.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, even Buckethead gets robbed. Like the nicest old man of freaking metal, a guitar savant, and I saw someone had returned an instrument to him.
Oh,
and that Buckethead released out a statement thanking this individual, and I don't know the circumstances, but it sounds like they either Buckethead had given him this guitar at some point, and he offered it back to him. Or that this guy came upon the instrument, but it was a very noble exchange. He wrote him a letter describing one of the toys that he gave him on stage, which is just go Buckethead for that.
Yeah, way cool.
But I think really musicians are being targeted more and more for their equipment. You know, that's tour musicians. I can't warn you guys more. Never, ever, ever, ever leave your equipment alone. Leave two of you at the vehicle because they'll come up and beat up one of you for your stuff.
They will
and
do
the
it.
people that prey upon them, they go through Facebook event pages. They see what time the show is, and they wait because they know you're from out of town. They know you're coming early. You're going to park. Everyone runs into the venue to go pee, check in with the promoter, and they get you in that 5-10 minutes. So always go in teams and keep at least two of you near the vehicle because it's very quick.
That is such fantastic advice, actually, man, because you nailed it. Even that is the moments that are you're most vulnerable. So be cognizant of that. So
they're aware of how bands behave. You know, as a good thief does study up on their target. And trust, when you guys all get out of the van from a long trip, or anyone gets out of a vehicle from a long trip, the first thing you do is go run and take a piss.
Right. For sure. Leave two people to fucking piss in a bottle by the truck, man.
Yeah, go in teams.
And what a horrible thing to do to a musician. That's like stealing your babies. That's stealing your children, man. You know, your guitar that you saved up for and shit. That sucks.
That's the equivalent of breaking into the mom and pop restaurant on the corner here in Long Beach and taking all of the restaurant equipment and like the decorations that grandma gave them and the recipes too. Like, you know, it's
just soul stealing.
Heartless. Yeah, it's a heartless thing to do.
Awful stuff.
Yeah, amazing pieces of shit.
Well, fuck. Well, you know, you were talking a minute ago about bands needing that outlook. I skipped over being able to tell them how to get a hold of you to help them do that. How do they get a hold of you for that?
Could you connect me or tell me how to contact her if you could?
Vera Lee, VERALEIGH.com, VeraLeeMusic.com, either or. You guys can find me online. You know, I have very open phone line, very open access. Please get in touch with me. Anyone needs anything, let me know. I mean, I try to be as available as possible. You just have a call, want to call, have a quick question. My lines are open. I'm here for you guys. So reach out anytime. You can find my info. And if you want deeper consult, feel free to schedule a phone meeting with me.
I'll have your people call my people, okay?
And are always available, thankfully, and I appreciate so much for us here at Metal-O-Mania when we call on you and get you to come in and co-host. Stay that way because it'll be soon. I'll be reaching out to you again. We'll do this again if you don't mind.
I'm looking forward to it. Absolutely, any time. This is great.
Fucking Vera, you rule, and I'm a fan of you for real.
I'm a fan of you, fan of Metal-O-Mania. You guys keep it up, man.
Everybody follow Vera Lee, and she has got a show coming up with Goat Whore as being one of those bands that's going to be playing on the 19th. So in just 9 days from right now where you're watching this. And we're going to remind you why you should be there for that, because we're going to open up our 3-pack of jams to close the show with some Goat Whore for everybody right now. We're going to play this jam that they have released, Born of Satan's Flesh. I'm so excited about this release. I pre-ordered my Goat Whore t-shirt and everything. I'm so excited about this release. This song is fucking silly. So
nothing better than having the pre-ordered Goat Whore t-shirt.
Yeah.
Start considering the sleeves. I'm a sleeve cutter. No sleeves. California kid.
We were talking. My buddy Gonzo cuts all of his sleeves off as soon as he gets them. You just gave everybody a tip on how to not get robbed. I'm going to give everybody a t-shirt tip real quick. Go to the website where you want to order the shirt, put in your email and that you like the shirt, and then just leave it. Within 24 hours, you'll get an email. They'll be sending you 10 or 15% off of your order, and then you order it. That's how you go.
Get that email marketing going.
That's right.
And they like that click rate. Keep it up.
Keep the clickings going. That's right.
That's very frugal.
Right behind that, we're going to play some Father Be Fouled. Father Be Fouled is a fucking ridiculous badass band, death metal out of Atlanta, Georgia, right here in Atlanta, Georgia. So been around for a minute. They got this brand new Crowned and Vinicium coming out. Vinificium, excuse me. And then the last song of the night is going to be some Rib Spreader. We're going to close with some badass Rib Spreader out of Sweden. We're going to play the song Into the Morbid Pits from their most recent release, Mountain Flesh Riders, which let me double check the release date on that. Yeah, it just came out July 8th, so pick it up. Awesome. Vera, I appreciate you so very much, and I'll be reaching out to you again to come hang out with me in the very near future.
I'm looking forward to it. I'll be here.
We're finished, Vera.
I know, right?
Yeah.
She's awesome.
She is awesome.
Between guys with wings, guys falling out of the sky, and guys trying like hell to fuck me, I think I've been a pretty good sport about all this so far.
The former means of the infernal, concealed in the
Fuck it! Let's smoke some weed!
And when people told us what to do or how to behave, we always said,
Fuck you!
I want everybody to shut up. I want it so quiet in here you can hear a mouse piss on cotton. You understand me?
Nope.
What in the uppercase fuck was that?
Into the pit with those bloodthirsty sons of war!
No! No!
What have I done now?
That's all, bitches.
This just in. Scientists have discovered that once you've been infected by Metal-O-Mania, there is no cure. Contact Scully right away for more and more metal to feed the dragon.
Hey, this is Nick Burks from Stonecutters, and you're watching Metal-O-Mania with The Crypt and Scully. Keep it metal, everyone, and thanks for all the support. We love you guys. Let's keep it metal.
Hey, metalheads out there. This is Zia from Eradicator, and you're watching Metal-O-Mania with The Crypt.